Looking at the battles tonight, this is the fight that kicks us off, the battle of Italy versus Sweden, Clifton.
Yeah, Patrik Erikkson, really good fighter at the welterweight class, world champion, World Muay Thai Association, world champion WKA, European champion EMTA versus Fabio Corelli. Fabio Corelli, a great record, 133 total fights, 107 wins with 24 losses. It's going to be a really good fight between these two opponents.
Good way to start off our night of fights here on the Fight Network. Nice to have you aboard, and a couple of great fighters, as Clifton just mentioned. And by the way, for those of you just joining us for the first time, Clifton Brown, of course, one of the best fighters in Super League. Joining us, and right away to start the action, Patrik Erikkson comes out firing away. Good combination. Right now, Corelli just trying to catch up after the quick start right now of Erikkson, doing a nice job. And throughout the night, we will be updating you round by round scoring. We give that honor to Clifton Brown. We come up with Clifton's card. And we will give you round-by-round scoring and let you know what Clifton thinks of each round. And right now, it's Patrik Erikkson off to a nice start.
Very aggressive, Patrik Erikkson has come out. The bell rang and he's all over Fabio here, using his hands and his low kick.
And Fabio's got to relax and settle down right now because Erikkson has landed some nice shots to open this fight. You know, it's one of those things when you fight in front of your hometown, it can be a good thing or a bad thing because you got so many family and friends you want to put on a good show. And sometimes you're either a little too aggressive or not aggressive enough. And right now it's been Erikkson that's been able to settle in and get off the better shots to start off round one. And Clifton, we'll hear music throughout. Those that are new to Super League, you'll hear this music in the background the entire time.
This music is traditional Muay Thai music. Usually when we're in Thailand, it's played live by a live band, and that music sort of determines the pace and the speed of the fight. If the fight picks up, the music picks up. If the fight slows down, the music slows down. It's played with the P-Java, and it's part of the culture that Super League has adopted using Thai boxing.
All right, they tie up once again, and the referee will separate them apart. That's a good right hand there by Corelli. Probably the most effective shot that he's landed so far in this fight. He tries to follow up with a couple knees inside the clinch here. Under a minute to go here in this first round between Corelli and Erikkson. There's another straight right that lands again, but Erikkson this time retaliates with a couple leg kicks.
You see the fighters talking to each other in the middle of that break.
You think it was friendly talk or a little smack talk?
Well, they looked like they were smiling. Maybe there's a little smack, but they were laughing about it.
And Corelli right now, Corelli's just been a little bit more off balance between these two.
Perhaps he's nervous fighting in front of his countrymen, or maybe he just needs to settle down a little bit. But right now, it's all been Patrik Erikkson.
Erikkson off to a nice start. That was a good job by Corelli, finishing the round by putting Erikkson down. Erikkson though just shaking it off, getting right back up. We're rounding up round one. Fabio Corelli and Patrik Erikkson tonight in Super League. Let's show you tonight's Super League rules. There are 5 3-minute rounds. There's also a 10-point must-scoring system. Now, kicking and knees score higher.
Kicking and kneeing are a little bit higher in points just because the level of difficulty is a little bit harder to land than the hands would be.
And, of course, your second warning, -1 point. Standing 8 counts also -1 point. What's illegal?
The headbutts are illegal. No illegal headbutts. If they happen by accident, sometimes they let it go. Elbows are illegal too, but it depends sometimes on what country you're in. Sometimes they do allow elbows in Super League. Back fists and spinning back fists only because at times they can turn into elbows. Throwing or sweeping is illegal. However, you can sweep if it's in a kicking motion, not if it's a judo's type sweep with the side of your foot. And all techniques toward the back of your opponent are illegal.
And welcome back. We're in the middle of round 2 here between Patrik Erikkson and Fabio Corelli. Erikkson starting out where he left off, and that's being aggressive. And let's go to Clifton's card for the scoring of round 1. Clifton, how'd you see it?
Well, I definitely saw Patrik Erikkson coming out, landing, being more aggressive, and I would have given that round to him 10 points to 9.
And right now, Erikkson doing a nice job here in the opening stages of round 2 as well. Been able to follow some nice Muay Thai knees. And he's been the more aggressor. We mentioned Corelli in the first round, just a little bit off balance. Really needs to settle in here and then fire off some shots. Goes high there, lands a kick, but Erikkson looks maybe the more powerful of the two, but I think Corelli's got the reach advantage.
Well, Corelli just sometimes seems to be throwing from awkward positions when he's kicking. He got headbutted there when he stepped in for the clinch. But when Corelli's kicking, he seems to have his hands down. That can counter your balance a little bit. He's got to stand up a little more upright, keep his body upright, and then he can throw with more power.
Yeah, Corelli looked a little shaken up there with that headbutt. Both guys kind of clashed heads as they were going to throw. Corelli got the worst of it. Corelli now trying to land a knee inside. How about that? Corelli starting to settle down a little bit, landing some nice kicks. Tries to fire a wild left that does not score. We mentioned Erikkson from Sweden. Corelli from Italy. Both these guys fighting in the welterweight division. Been a very physical fight. Right now, fighters having a tough time landing shots.
Both fighters, in my opinion, seem to be rushing just a little bit, and it's making the fight a little bit sloppy. They just both need to settle down, relax a little bit, and let the fight go as it should without trying to force it too much.
Yeah, agreed. There's been a little too much clinch work, and once they're in the clinch, they got to fire off some shots. Now they're trying to land some knees here in the clinch. But the pace slowing down just a little bit here to kick off our night of fights here in Italy. Yeah, both guys they almost both fell down. The ropes kind of saved them both. The fighters kind of grinding it out here in the second round.
Oh, it's hard as a fighter. Sometimes you want to win so bad, but in that eagerness and that excitement to win, you end up going a little bit crazy and getting a little wild. They need to just relax a little bit and like I said, let the fight take its natural course.
The one thing Erikkson did at the end of the round was land a nice combination, and that might have got him the round, I guess, but not a whole lot of scoring from either fighter. You can see it right here.
You can see right there, this is what I was talking about Corelli, when he kicks, his hands are down, and that makes his body tend to lose balance when you're coming back from your kick.
Give you another angle of some of the action here. You see all those shots being blocked, though, by Corelli.
It's weird, you know, sometimes you can actually use too much speed when you're throwing your hands. Reason being, you got to commit, finish one before you start the other one. You speed up, you actually hit the person's guard. If you go a little bit smoother, a little more timing, a la Peter Crook style, you're going to find that you're going to be able to land a little bit more.
There you go. And we'll see him later tonight. You mentioned his name, Peter Crook. He'll be fighting later tonight. And, you know, you look at these shots. Once again, I mean, most of these shots weren't even landing. I mean, it makes it real tough to score. How do you score that round?
To be honest, I couldn't really say who dominated that round. I still have the fight one round up for Patrik Erikkson, but that second round I'm going to call it a draw just because it was really, really messy and hard to determine who was the winner.
Absolutely. And once again, Clifton will keep his personal scorecard. The three judges here at ringside will be the official scores of the bout, but we'll kind of continue to follow the scoring throughout the night. And right back into the clinch. This is kind of where we left the second round.
You see Corelli every once in a while switching stance from southpaw to conventional. Nice right
kick.
hand.
Yeah, right hand and a nice kick to the body there. Lands by Erikkson. Both fighters back in the clinch. We've said that a few different times for this fight. And who's more responsible, I guess, for this happening in your book, Clifton?
To me, it looks like, you know, Erikkson is trying to attack a little bit more, but when Corelli is countering, he's a little bit wild. They end up just getting in real close. I would almost say that Corelli is jumping into the clinch, but not really doing anything. There you can see it again, sort of as an excuse to avoid getting hit here by Patrik Erikkson.
You know, I was just going to ask that. Is that because he is getting hit with some clean shots? Is that why he's clinching a lot more, or what do you see it as?
To me, it looks like that's how he's trying to defend. Instead of blocking and countering cleanly, he's going right into the clinch. I mean, if you're going into the clinch and you're going to use it as an attack and use a lot of knees in there, then that's one thing. But just seems to be holding and biding his time.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, the only thing I could think of is maybe if he's trying to wear down his opponent for the later rounds, but that's the only other thing I could even think of, because right now it seems too early for that to be happening.
Indeed, I would agree. Nice high kick there by Patrik Erikkson. Again, they end up in the clinch.
And that's the thing. I mean, we're seeing them getting in the clinch in the center of the ring. I mean, we usually see that against the ropes, but not this far out. But, I mean, right back into it again. Some of the crowd getting a little frustrated here at ringside. They want to see a little more action. Oh, good right hand there landed by Erikkson. But it's just one shot and done. The corner's trying to exhort their fighters to throw some more punches. Erikkson landed a couple, and once again, they're tied back up. There's a pretty good knee there to the left leg of Corelli.
That's it. That's what Eriksson's got to do. Anytime he steps in and try to grab, just throw him straight punches right down the pipe. It should stop Corelli from coming in on him.
And that's the end of the round. Another tough round for the judges to score here. You see Corelli leaning over a little bit, trying to get a breather. Show you some of the action. Cliff, to take us through here.
There you see Patrik Erikkson trying to land a left kick. He gets countered with a right hand from Fabio Corelli. Both of these fighters just got to land and be a little bit more smoother with their technique, and it'll get the job done.
As a fighter, I know you get frustrated. You want to see some more action.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, sometimes it's easier said than done. They're nullifying each other's attacks, but I think they both came in the ring with a little bit of nerves and a little bit of anxiousness and not able to just relax and let their techniques go.
Well, this will be decided in the later stages here as we get into the fourth round now. And give us your official scorecard.
Well, I gave round 1 to Patrik Erikkson. Round 2 was a draw, and round 3 I gave to Patrik Erikkson as well. So we got a 30-28 score in my mind going into round 4.
We'll see if the judges have the same scorecard as you do. Right now, this looks like it could go to a fifth and final round, maybe a decision. But we start round 4 now, and Erikkson comes firing out with some left-right combinations, and Corelli's been more content to try to maybe wear down Erikkson by going back into the clinch and firing away. But seen a lot of this most of the fight, and they're right back in the center of the ring doing it. Referee doing a nice job of separating them a little more quicker now.
Had I been in Patrik Eriksson's corner there, I would have told him to just wait back a little bit, let Corelli walk in, and then tag him with some hands or some kicks. So every time he steps forward, Corelli ties him up. So I tell him to be a little more patient, man with some power.
You know, that's the thing with Erikkson. You know, he's going to the outside leg, but I agree with you. I think maybe just a front push kick right there would be so effective when he's coming in.
I'd have to agree.
We haven't really seen any push kicks at all from Erikkson.
Erikkson seems like he just wants to knock out with every weapon that he's throwing. And I mean, you can't wrong him for that, but at the same time, you got to set those things up. If you're just trying to go with too much power with everything, you're going to make yourself tired, especially if you're missing.
Oh, nice right hand there landed by Corelli. But the thing, there they go wrestling again. I mean, Corelli, if he would just let his hands go, I mean, landed a nice right there, but he's just not sure what he's trying to do here. Seems like the only defense he wants is just grabbing his opponent. I mean, I can't imagine this style being very popular with the judges, and now you see Erikkson digging into the body. There's a nice another body shot there by Erikkson. The knee by Corelli was short. Two fighters Been spending a lot of time on the ropes in this round, and Corelli finally lands a couple kicks. His corner cheering for him, trying to urge him on here. This fight could come down to whoever's in better shape, really, as we get to the later stages of this fight. Corelli, once again, just tying them up. I mean, Eriksson's got to be a little frustrated at this point as well.
Oh, beautiful knee. He walks right into it. I think that knee hurt him.
Absolutely. He's going to get a standing 8 count right now as Corelli got nailed with a great knee there by Patrik Erikkson.
Well, it's just those sort of things I was talking about. Is stand back a little bit and let him walk right into your attack. And there, when he did it, it worked perfectly.
So Erikkson now closing in. And you know Corelli's going to hold on a lot more as there's only about 10 or so seconds left in this round. Another knee. Oh, man.
That's actually an illegal takedown. You can't sweep your partner like that.
We'll have more of round 5 coming up after this. Well, here we go. 5th and final round between Fabio Corelli and Patrik Erikkson. And so far, if you're just joining us, well, not a lot of scoring in this entire fight. But speaking of scoring, Clifton, how do you have it through 4 rounds?
I have the fight 40-37 through 4 rounds. There's a 2-point round there with that knockdown at the end of round 3 for, the end of round 4 for Patrik Erikkson. So going into the 5th round, 40-37 for Erikkson.
Corelli started out with a combination to start the round. Now he's starting to be a little more aggressive on the offensive side. Now it's Erikkson kind of grabbing Corelli. Looked like he got popped by a couple of punches that may have surprised him. Good left jab there, gets hit by Corelli. Corelli's going to need a big round if he wants to come back in this fight. The interesting thing about Super League scoring, if you get a knockdown, you get a point. If you get a standing 8 count, you get a point. So, I mean, we're talking about 10-8, maybe 10-7 rounds by just knocking down your opponent a couple times or getting a standing 8 count.
Yeah, it can definitely turn the fight around. I mean, if you're down and you're able to knock your opponent down, I mean, it switches things so quickly.
Yeah, you see Corelli trying to dig in with the right hand, just misses there. But I like the aggressiveness. I mean, I wish we would have seen this more from Corelli earlier on. Right now, Erikkson looks really tired. Erikkson holding on now. Yeah, I think Erikkson knows he's up on the scorecards. He probably wants to just grind this out if he can. He's probably pretty tired now as we enter the 5th round.
Well, both of these men are born in 1971. Perhaps that's a reason why they're a little bit tired here. They're both a little bit older, and perhaps that's what's affecting them here in the 5th round.
Are you calling 36 years old? Old?
I'm not saying. I mean, for a fighter, that's all I'm saying. I mean, you might have a little bit more things on your plate at that age, and you won't be able to train as hard as you normally could as a 26-year-old or a 20-year-old. That's all I'm saying.
See, you're gonna have guys like Peter Cook come after you.
Peter Cook's the exception to the rule.
Erikkson comes in with a flying knee.
And he's a good friend of mine, so.
See, he's listening too.
Worried.
Peter, you know who that was too. Clifton Brown, all right? They continue to battle it out here in round 5. Good shot to the body there by Erikkson. Corelli, he's had a much better round, but he's got to finish strong. Maybe he has to go for the knockout. Good left hand there connected by Corelli. And you just wonder where this was at a few rounds ago. Both guys tie up once again, and that's the end of the round, 5th and final round. You would think that Patrik Erikkson did enough to win the fight. Corelli did make a nice comeback in round 5. It will be very interesting to see how these judges score the fight. You wonder if the hometown countryman Corelli might be able to have stole maybe that first round or any of the close rounds, but you take a peek here, Corelli, that was a great kick that he landed there. Closes in with a nice left hand.
Yeah, I definitely have to give that round to Corelli. However, he was down by 2 rounds before, so the final score, in my opinion, is 49-47 for Patrik Erikkson.
I agree with you. It'll be interesting to see how the judges score the fight. And you saw the left again for Corelli. That was effective. Another look at it right on the chin. Great shot. Eriksson's got a nice chin. Give you another look here at a few other angles here in this 5th round. Both guys landed a couple leg kicks. Corelli just misses with that right hand. So the judges are getting their official tallies together. And we shall see who the winner is. Will it be Patrik Erikkson or Fabio Corelli? Well, not too big of a surprise. Patrik Erikkson really did enough to win the fight. Both the guys now salute each other and their cornermen. And for Patrik Erikkson, just feels good to get in that win column. Picks up his trophy. You see Corelli saluting his home country. We'll take a quick break. We got your next fight coming up right here on the Fight Network.